Right now, food pantry advocates are calling for more funding. Find out what's led to empty shelves. Plus, this Men's Mental Health Month. Find out where Dane County stands in men seeking support.
Yeah, we do have some showers that are passing through the Madison area this morning. Just some light rain. Expecting some sun, though, this afternoon. We'll have more coming up.
Sounds nice. Hey, thanks for tuning in, everyone, to News 3 Now this morning here on a Wednesday at 6 a.m. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm Chris Stanford. A lot more comfortable weather in the forecast. Sure beats all the crud that we've been experiencing for a long time now. We've been in this pattern of just wet, sloppy, severe weather. And Kelly Slifka is here with some very good news on your Wednesday morning. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, eventually we'll get to some good news, but first of all, we have some light rain. And isn't this just really odd? Every system that comes toward Madison seems to hit us and actually pick up in intensity. And noticing some of those yellows showing up, so maybe a little bit more than just even some sprinkles showing up in the Madison area on the west side over toward Middleton as you head toward the belt line. So we do have some light rain showers this morning. That should be tapering off, though, within the next few hours. Then we'll get into some sunshine later on this morning in the afternoon. Just some of that light rain passing through southern Wisconsin this morning. Otherwise, Concerts on the Square looks good. So, you know, it's been such a rainy spring and early summer already, but we are looking at warm temperatures, but fairly comfortable with low humidity out there. Should be in the low 80s, and we'll back off through the 70s, and by 9 o'clock, we should be in the upper 60s. Right now, it's 72 in Madison, Brooklyn at 69, 74 in Windsor. Looking at the clouds right now, a few light showers out there, temperatures in the lower 70s, eventually getting into some sunshine as we go through later this morning. Temperatures in the low 80s today. Very comfortable night tonight, but we do have some more storms in our forecast as we go into the later part of the week. We'll track them for you coming up.
Sounds good. Kelly, thank you. Top story this morning, one person is in custody following a high-speed chase in Dodge County. Our Michelle Renee Quinn has the details. Michelle Renee?
Chris, the Dodge County Sheriff's Office says the chase started when a vehicle sped through the village of Kleiman on County Highway J. The vehicle traveled east toward County DJ and then went north. Speeds were about 100 miles per hour. Officers used spike strips to stop the vehicle on State Highway 26. The driver was arrested for probation, violation, fleeing, and possession of drug paraphernalia. He was also given numerous traffic citations and is booked in the county jail.
All right, Michelle Renee Quinn with that breaking news. Michelle, thank you. Right now, authorities are investigating a death in Madison. Someone was found unresponsive near the intersection of Whitney Way and Research Park Boulevard. It was just before 1:45 Monday afternoon when bystanders found the person and began life-saving measures. Madison police and fire showed up to help out. The individual ultimately died at the hospital. New this morning, one person is in the hospital after a car crash in Springfield. Officers were called to Vossen Road when a car crashed into a building. It happened around 11:30 last night. We don't know the condition of the person involved. The Dane County Sheriff's Office and Middleton Fire responded to the scene. As soon as we hear any updates to any of those stories, we'll push them out on the Channel 3000 mobile app. Find it wherever you get yours. Well, on the topic of food this morning, Dane County says it has more than $30,000 available for older residents to use at farmers markets and farm stands. The Area Agency on Aging is issuing the investment to distribute farmers market vouchers. They're $45 each for eligible adults. The vouchers are first come, first serve. Dane County residents above the age of 60 and Native Americans over 55 can take part. You also have to be below a certain income threshold. Residents who are eligible and interested can contact the Area Agency on Aging at the number on your screen. Well, some good news for Wisconsin dairy farmers. Small and mid-sized dairy businesses are receiving $12 million in funding from the USDA. That money made possible through its Dairy Business Innovation Initiatives. Since 2019, more than $160 million have been awarded through the initiatives. Just over a quarter of that has gone to the Midwest dairy industry. Steve Stetler, a cheesemaker at Decatur Dairy, says he got $50,000 once from funding, and it came in handy.
I got a cutter and a slab handler to make it easier for our employees. And the technology and all that was expensive. And the $50,000 was a very good, a shot in the arm, to help us out.
The money doesn't have to be used just for equipment. It could also be used for business plan development, marketing, and branding. 6:04 now. June is Men's Mental Health Month. It is designed to break the stigma around men's mental health and spread awareness. Studies show men are less likely to seek mental health care and more likely to isolate themselves. We spoke to one mental health care professional who says relationships and community are where the healing happens.
It's vital. It's indispensable. Every time it's the relationship that causes the healing. So essentially what that means is if there's no relationship, either you delay your healing or it doesn't happen.
According to the National Alliance Against Mental Illness, 1 in 5 U.S. adults experience mental illness each year. Looking at the numbers locally, according to Public Health Madison, Dane County, white men are more likely than other races or ethnicities to die by firearm suicide. 4 out of 5 firearm deaths in Dane County are suicides. However, from 2020 to 2022, Dane County saw an increase in men seeking mental health services. You can find a list of mental health services in the area at channel3000.com. The World Health Organization says an unacceptably high number of people are dying from drug and alcohol use. In a new report, the organization says more than 3 million people died from alcohol and drug use in 2019. About 80% were men. Europe and Africa have the 2 highest rates of alcohol-related deaths. Now to an update in Jefferson, where St. John the Baptist Catholic Church will not hold any services for this week. They have canceled them because lightning struck the steeple on Monday night, and they have a lot of damage. 2 dozen departments responded to that fire. They had to extinguish by 1 o'clock in the morning. Ultimately, the water is what caused most of the building's damage.
So it's not a great scene, but we're going to go ahead and start mitigating the water, and they'll board off, make sure everything's structurally sound, and then start the drying process and the reclamation progress.
The church's steeple is over 150 years old. The pastor you heard from believes it can be saved. 6:06. Kelly, what's coming up in your forecast?
Well, we are looking at some warmer temperatures that'll be arriving as we go into the weekend. It's also going to be fairly dry. We'll take a look at that 7-day forecast coming up.
Also ahead, we'll introduce you to a Division I tennis player who paid a visit to where her playing days began.
So you reach up
That's
and
ahead
you think
in your morning
about exploding
sports.
and putting this shoulder.
And it's the most wonderful time of the year for concerts on the square, making its return to the square tonight. We're live with a preview of what you can expect over the next 6 weeks in the 608.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, brought to you by Toyota.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, you can lease a new 2024 Corolla Cross for $299 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Get an 11% rebate on your outdoor projects at Menards. Shop our great lineup of UltraDeck low-maintenance composite decking and the largest in-stock selection of concrete landscaping blocks. From decks, patios, fire pits, and more. Get free estimates fast using our easy do-it-yourself design programs. Visit us in-store or on Menards.com to get started today. Get an 11% rebate on all decking and landscaping block.
Save big money at Menards.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
today a little bit more special.
That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Need inspiration? Shop Pick and Save. For over 30,000 mouth-watering choices, plus savings like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Pick and Save is worth it every time. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
Try it this July 4th for only $14.95 plus free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Certain this is going to work?
Nothing to it.
For Imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Voted 2023 Best Morning Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
We are back taking a look at what is going on in the 608 this morning. It is a big night for Madison and the surrounding communities. That's because Concerts on the Square returns for another season. Josh Breiter's live downtown this morning with what we can expect for the 2024 season. Hey there, Josh.
Hey, good morning, Chris. It is one of our favorite mornings of the year. That's right. Concerts on the Square returns tonight, and hopefully we can get a couple of these raindrops out of here by the time that we go on tonight, because we are super excited gearing up for the 2024 season. Joe Lanus is the CEO of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. Joe, good morning to you. It's good to see you again.
Good morning.
Feels like just like yesterday we were out here, and now we're back again for 2024.
Yeah, it's exciting. Tiempo Libre kicks us off this summer. Last year, if you remember, we had the Canadian wildfires that unfortunately had to cancel that concert. But we're back. It's really exciting that we'll have a concert tonight.
I mean, it feels good just to be out on the square. You know, how have you guys been preparing for the next 6 weeks?
Oh, boy. Well, we prepare like 10 months in advance. We're always kind of thinking about concerts on the square. But the last couple of weeks is just, you know, logistics, making sure our musicians are ready, making sure all of the stuff we have to do on the streets and the lawn are up to speed. So it's pretty all-encompassing kind of 3 weeks leading up to this first night.
We have some video to show folks, because if you've never been down here, this is
Sure.
quite the scene.
Yeah.
I mean, people are covering the grassy areas. They have their blankets. They have their picnic baskets. I mean, this is about celebrating what makes this community so special.
Yeah, it is truly a community event. It's been supported by this community for 40 years. And like you said, people will come down here. They have their tradition. They were here when they were kids, and now they're bringing their own kids. Sometimes you have 3 generations. So it is really in the fabric of this community. And just when we were walking out of Starbucks here, this guy said, "What's going on?" And you're like, "Oh, we're just getting ready for Concert on the Square." And he goes, "Yeah!" So his name's Mark, never met him. He said he loves classical music. He comes down here. I mean, that's just what kind of epitomizes Concerts on the Square.
People look forward to this every single year. I mean, that's what's so awesome, and there's still a lot to look forward to. This is just the first night of action.
Yeah, this is the first night. And what I think the community, I'll keep reminding the community, in terms of classical music, orchestras, this doesn't happen very often in the community, in the country. I mean, to have 50,000 people show up every week and support the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, support the community and come together, that doesn't happen. My colleagues across the country are shocked. 50,000, is that the season? I'm like, no, that's actually every night.
That's
and we
one
do this
night.
6 times. And that just kind of shows what type of community Madison is.
You know, what else can folks do other than coming out here on Wednesday nights over the next 6 weeks to support what you guys have going on here in the community?
Yeah, this is great. For this summer, some things I like to remind. Last year we did an economic study. This generates $15 million of economic impact. We spend, the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, $1.1 million for this free event. It's a part of what we do. So if you come down and you enjoy the concerts, this is your event, and there's a way you can support it. You can become a friend of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, which is $5 a month, a monthly program where you can help us sustain this concert series. So anybody can sign up $5 a month to help support this tradition.
All right, so we're almost there, just hours away. What time can we expect some music tonight?
7 o'clock downbeat.
All right.
So yeah, 7:08. I'll start the concert off, have a few remarks, and then 7:08 the music will start.
We're almost there.
We're almost there.
Joe, good to see you again. Thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us. News 3 Now is a proud sponsor this year, so you can find everything you need to know for Concerts on the Square for the next 6 weeks right now on channel3000.com. Chris Stanford, it's like Christmas morning for Madisonians. A lot to look forward to here in the 608 this summer.
Oh, this is one of the traditions that makes Madison one of the great places that it is. I can't wait for another season. Concerts on the Square coming back tonight. Josh Breider live downtown. Thanks, Josh. Josh is always looking for inspiration to share with you folks in the 608. If you got an idea you want to see on TV, just reach out and let them know about it. Well, we're into the last few days of the Best of Madison Awards. So from now on through June 30th, you can pick from a wide variety of categories. Food and drink, arts and entertainment, health, lifestyle, so much more. Unlike the first round, though, you're going to only have one vote per category. Pick carefully to vote for this year's Best of Madison Awards. Just head to channel3000.com, search for Madison Magazine. 6:15 here, Kelly Slifka tracking a few pesky showers out there this morning. What's going on, Kelly?
Yeah, I tell you what, we just cannot shake this. It seems like it's rained just about every day over the last several weeks, if not the last month. And we've got just some light rain this morning. I think this will be about it. But still, it's just really annoying and just kind of unusual that we've been seeing all this rain that's been spreading across much of the upper Midwest. The front that brought us the storms yesterday morning is now sunk down to the south. And also we've got the lower humidity behind that front. A secondary front up to our north is going to sweep on in, and that should get rid of the clouds and also some of these pesky showers that we're seeing. But once again, you know, Madison has a target right on its back. Every system that comes through seems to hit Madison, and that's what we're seeing right now across parts of Dane County. It's kind of lined up from southwest to northeast across Madison. It should be dissipating here within the next couple of hours. As we watch our radar estimates, take a look at some of the rain that we have seen over the past week. We're talking about over 7.5 inches of rain on the south side of Janesville, and even in the Madison area, anywhere between 4 to as much as 6.5 inches of rain. And this has been a widespread problem. Obviously, the Mississippi River has been flooding all over the place. Not going to be as warm today. It's still going to be relatively warm, but a lot lower humidity, and we will get into some sunshine this afternoon. Stormy conditions do return, it looks like, on Friday, and it will be cooler and less humid throughout the week, and that humidity will remain low throughout the weekend. So watch our future track. We have some of the light showers passing through now, but that'll be brief, and we'll get into some sunshine later this morning. Quite a bit of sunshine this afternoon, low 80s expected. Looking at a few clouds rolling in this evening for the concerts on the Square, but in general, it should be fairly pleasant. Temperatures near 80 just as they're starting to play that music. Friday does not look so great because we have showers and even some thunderstorms rolling through, and this looks like this will take up much of the afternoon into the evening hours just when we really don't want it. May actually linger into Saturday morning, but I think by Saturday afternoon we'll actually get into some sunshine and pleasant temperatures. So we've got the jet stream now down to our south, and that's what's going to usher in relatively cool weather as we go forward throughout the weekend into early next week. I think that heat will rebound, it looks like, by the middle part of next week. 71 in Madison, 70 in Janesville, at 66 in Monroe Point, Monroe at 69. Across Dane County, we've got 67 in Sauk City, 68 in Sun Prairie, and also Waunakee. First warm forecast, 82 today, a very comfortable night tonight, 56, 76 only tomorrow, and there's that chance of showers and thunderstorms Friday. A nice warm day Saturday, but another cold front drops us into the 70s on Sunday.
Really good. Reese Brantmeyer couldn't have asked for a better sophomore season at North Carolina. The Whitewater native won both the single and doubles titles at the ITA Fall Championships, and this summer, she's back where it all started, at the same UW Whitewater tennis camp she went to when she was younger. That helped her fall in love with the game. Now Brantmeyer is teaching at the same camp and giving back to her hometown with hopes of inspiring the next generation.
It's been so amazing to watch myself grow as a person and a player as I've been here. You know, my first year here, I was 8 years old and didn't know how to play tennis, and now I'm in a much different place and much older and more experienced in tennis, but this camp is always the same and it's always so much fun. So if I can give that back to some other 8-year-old that is going to fall in love with tennis because of it, it would mean the world to me.
Ever since EA Sports announced they're bringing back their college football video game, the waiting part for that July 19th release date has been a little tough. But the trailer, which featured a handful of Badgers in it, helped us hold over for a bit. But now there's another sneak peek. EA Sports ranked the top 25 toughest places to play in the game. And of course, Camp Randall Stadium made the cut. It's 7th on the list. Texas A&M's Kyle Field was #1. Well, speaking of college football, Trey Poteet is headed to the SEC. The Verona standout committed to Tennessee Tuesday afternoon, choosing the Vols over Wisconsin, Florida, Michigan, Penn State, and other big-time programs. The 4-star cornerback helped lead the Wildcats to a Big 8 championship and a trip to level 3 of the playoffs last season. Brewers taking on the Rangers in Game 2 of their 3-game series. They're down a run in the 5th, but not for long. Joey Ortiz sneaks a solo shot over the wall and left to give the Crew a 2-1 lead. Then in the 7th, Reese Hoskins, acting like he works for State Farm in his spare time. Hoskins smacks one back up the middle for some insurance. Brewers go on to win 3-1 the final. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
Thanks, Zach. Coming up, space junk. We'll show you what fell from the sky right into a family's home. And coming up in our next half hour, more on the recall efforts toward Assembly Speaker Robin Vos. Find out how the Wisconsin Elections Commission is getting involved and the big ruling that they have to make on all those signatures.
Susan Simon, News 3 Now at 4 and 5 weekdays moving forward.
It can bear over 4,000 times its own weight, and that's just the door hinge. Sturdy design down to the smallest detail, the Taos. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get 0% APR financing or $1,500 customer bonus on a new 2024 Taos.
One day only, this Thursday, June 27th. Save big on Hy-Vee butter, just $2.99. Washington red cherries, just $2.77 a pound. 6-pack bottles of Coke products, just $2.99. Gatorade 8-packs, just $4.99. Hy-Vee shredded cheese, 3 for just $4. And buy one, get one free Doritos. Get these great deals and more Thursday only and only at Hy-Vee.
I was born with a heart defect. For most of my life, it was safe to monitor with regular checkups. When I was ready to start a family, we knew it was time to make my heart strong enough for pregnancy. I was nervous, but my team at UW Health specializes in complex procedures, so they knew how to help my heart keep up with my dreams. They had the expertise I needed when I needed it, and now I'm ready for the next adventure. UW Health, remarkable.
It's going to be another sizzling hot summer. Don't burn up your money on high energy bills. Get new energy-efficient windows from Champion.
We have saved 25 to 30% on our energy bill since installing the windows, which blew my mind.
Stay cool and save 35% off new Champion windows. Plus, get an extra $100 off every window. The more you buy, the more you save. Save 35% off your new Champion windows and $100 off every window you buy.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
You've got this. You didn't think your sister would take you up on the dog sitting offer, but here you are. Barriers? Purchased. Doggy distractions? No expense spared. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with $50 overdraft grace zone. So when you have to make a purchase, or 7, to prepare, you can be sure we're looking out for you, so you can look out for him. You've got this with Associated Bank.
Hi, I'm Peter Gottlieb with the League of Women Voters of Dane County. In the August 13th primary election, voters will pick their preferred Democratic or Republican candidates for the United States Congress and the Wisconsin State Legislature. The winners will be on the ballot in the November 5th general election, which will include votes for president and state and federal offices. Learn more at vote411.org.
3 things to know, part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
Everyone comfortable?
Yep. I've even got an extra seat.
The Volkswagen Atlas. Everyone wants a ride. And see Despicable Me 4 in theaters July 3rd. Rated PG. Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Atlas.
Hey, we're back here at 623, taking a look at Gwen's morning. Love me a picture of an old barn.
An old red barn, some cows in front, just hanging out. Hopefully they were able to stay cool with all the heat and humidity we've had.
Mother Nature's made it pretty tough for us. It's just been so miserable out there. Round and round of rain, and then flooding, severe thunderstorms, the humidity, the heat. We finally get some relief, though, coming up here to talk about in the forecast. Thanks, Gwen, for sharing that with us. Trending this morning, a Florida family is suing NASA after a piece of space junk crashed right into their home. Take a look at this. That metal object right there came right through the homeowner's home. NASA admitted that it was an object from the International Space Station. It should have burned up upon re-entry. The lawsuit claims the home was damaged and the family endured emotional and mental distress. The Washington Post reports the family is seeking $80,000. NASA has 6 months to respond to the lawsuit. Can you imagine that flying through your living room?
No, I mean,
Goodness.
just think of the force and the speed of that. I mean, thankfully nobody was injured. I mean, I know that would be very rare, but...
Yeah. All right, well, hopefully NASA does the right thing here. Meantime, the European Space Agency is working on coming up with a way to build shelters for astronauts on the moon. So it looks like a Lego, right? This is actually made from meteorite dust. It's a 3D printed Lego-style brick here. They're being displayed in select Lego stores around the world, including here in the U.S. through September. You can take a look if you're traveling around at that ESA Space Brick. If you're headed to Disneyland, Florida's Disney Springs, Chicago's Water Tower Place, New York's Fifth Avenue, or the Mall of America in Minnesota.
I'm just trying to think, okay, now, so they are going to use these, the Lego-type brick.
Yeah, they could use that, say, when they go to the moon, they could take, you know, material that's already out there. You don't have to haul the material
but they can
to the moon and then use the printer to make the bricks and then build structures.
That's pretty impressive.
That's wild.
Yeah.
All right, so we got concerts on the square tonight, some pesky showers out there in the morning. Is this going to clear out in time for tonight?
Yeah, it should. We do have the light rain and sprinkles that are moving through this morning, but a lot of sunshine this afternoon as we get up to 82. A pretty nice afternoon, lower humidity than what we've had. So.
Cool. Thanks, Kelly. More News 3 Now this morning, right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
I'm Megan Tim, Director of Community Health at SSM Health. You may know us as healthcare providers, but we live here too. And as good neighbors, we know our community thrives when we take care of each other. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are sharing the keys to health. Watch for our expert information and advice on air, online, and at fun local events. Join SSM Health and News 3 Now, and together we'll unlock a healthier community by taking time for kids.
We believe every baby deserves a healthy start. Yet many parents in our community are struggling to afford the basic necessities. You can help change that.
Please donate to the News 3 Now Community Baby Shower. Drop off infant care items at Babies and Beyond, Monday through Friday and Saturday morning. Visit channel3000.com for complete details. News 3 Now Community Baby Shower, sponsored by Viridian Homes and Dave Jones.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I am so looking forward to this.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
All right, new plan. You sign us up for U.S. Cellular Home Internet. Clipper and I will try it out by streaming the game in our new sports theater.
Is that a grill?
And a hot tub for you.
U.S. Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
Today,
a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
It's only paint. It's only paint that comes in an award-winning twist and pour container. It's only paint that can cover the brightest shade of orange known to mankind in just one coat. It's only paint that will inspire you to write your masterpiece. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who starred in that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only easy opening, smooth pouring, change your life both professionally and romantically. Paint.
Right now, will Wisconsin's Assembly Speaker face a recall? The key question officials will have to address. Plus, record-setting school referendum. Madison school leaders are asking the public for an additional $600 million. What for and what it will cost homeowners.
And we have some pesky light rain moving through the area this morning. We'll see how long this will last coming up.
And later, we're live ahead of the start of concerts on the square. Coming up, we'll talk to the music director celebrating the start of his 25th year.
Well, good Wednesday morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford. Concerts on the square returning tonight. And we have some pesky showers out there this morning. Meteorologist Kelly Slivka is tracking those and whether or not they're going to be out of here in time for concerts tonight.
Yeah, you know, we've got this target on our back here in Madison. It always seems like once we get anything coming in from the south, the west, or the north, it hits Madison and it just kind of sits there. And that's what we're seeing this morning. It's just mainly some light rain, just some pesky rain, barely enough to even wet the ground. But it's lined up right in Middleton, over down toward Verona, Madison, down toward Fitchburg, and then it extends up to the north on the northeast side as well. So lined up right over the city this morning. A lot of this will dissipate pretty quickly this morning, and I think as we get in the late morning hours, we'll actually get rid of the clouds and see quite a bit of sunshine throughout the afternoon. Not quite as warm as we've been, and definitely lost that humidity. We're looking at a couple of dry days after today and tomorrow, but some storms roll in back our way Friday. We'll be cooler and less humid temperatures throughout the week. Dew point temperatures are down. You got to remember, yesterday we were in the mid-70s in Madison. We actually had dew points in Janesville in the lower 80s. It's still pretty humid there in Janesville, reporting a dew point of 70, but eventually some drier air will work in across all of southern Wisconsin. Middleton right now at 69, 72 in Madison, Brooklyn at 68. We are looking at the clouds this morning with some of these light rain showers passing through. Eventually we'll get into some sunshine. I think we'll see 80 degrees already by the noon hour. All right, another nice day tomorrow before some storms roll in on Friday. We'll track them for you coming up.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Breaking news internationally this morning, 14 years after WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange released classified American intelligence. He is a free man. In a deal with the DOJ, Assange entered his guilty plea for violating the Espionage Act in a U.S. court in the Pacific island of Saipan. That location accommodated Assange's desire to avoid entering the continental U.S. The judge sentenced Assange to the 5 years in prison he already served while in London. Assange's supporters have heralded him for bringing light to military wrongdoing in Iraq and Afghanistan. His reputation, though, has been tarnished by rape allegations, which Assange denies. Today, Assange is back in his home country of Australia, bringing an end to the Assange saga, which began in 2010. Now to Capitol coverage. The political fate of Assembly Speaker Robin Vos is on the line. The Wisconsin Elections Commission will meet tomorrow to vote on ordering a recall election. Supporters of former President Donald Trump submitted the signatures to do so. This morning, our Michelle Renee Quinn is here with what the Elections Commission will consider and when the potential recall will take place. Michelle Renee?
Well, Chris, here's what's at issue. New voting maps. 6,866 signatures were gathered and 16 more than the required amount. But the key question commissioners need to figure out is whether those signatures need to come from the district Vos was elected to in 2022, or if they should have come from his district created under new maps in effect for this year's election. Supporters of former President Trump have targeted Vos for refusing to decertify President Biden's 2020 win in Wisconsin. Vos claims the voters don't have enough legal signatures, saying the committee collected more than 300 signatures after the defined day of 60-day window. His statement says, in part, we are confident they have not met the threshold for recall and will present our argument to the commission on Thursday. We'll have the results after tomorrow's vote and keep you updated on air and online at channel3000.com.
Michelle Renee, thank you. The state's attorney general says a GOP-backed constitutional amendment will not have much effect on how Wisconsin's elections work. In April, voters approved an amendment that says only lawfully designated election officials can perform work on elections. It's unclear how that would change current practices other than define election officials in the Constitution. Those definitions were already part of state law. In his legal opinion, Call wrote, the new provision does not apply to more ordinary circumstances in which an election official works with or is assisted by non-election officials in ensuring the proper administration of an election. That includes work with vendors, law enforcement, and volunteers doing clerical work. Call did note that Republican lawmakers drafted the amendment after the state received money from a liberal group promoting voter access. Wisconsin's 5 largest cities, which President Biden won, received nearly $9 million from that group. All of this comes ahead of the August primary when Wisconsinites will once again vote on Republican-proposed constitutional amendments. This November, Madison voters will be asked for the largest investment for our schools yet. 2 questions for a total of $600 million. This morning, we are breaking that down on what it would cost taxpayers. One question asks for money for schools, for buildings. That could cost an average Madison homeowner an estimated $327 a year over 20 years. The second question would greenlight $100 million. That would go to teachers for more compensation and improved working conditions. That would add an estimated $1,050 to property taxes by 2028, a total increase of $1,400 a year.
You know, this referendum and future referenda, it's just honestly to just make sure we're keeping up with inflation so we can keep the lights on in our own homes and gas in our own tanks. So it's not just about what's on my tax bill in 2025, 26. It's about the community I want to see in 2035 and 2040.
So if the operations referendum does not pass, programs like early learning, multilingual education, and middle school extracurriculars could see funding cuts. Meanwhile, the state is giving charter schools a financial boost. $11 million will go towards preparing charter schools for opening up in fall of 2025. Implementation for charter schools that recently opened or will open this year, and expansion of existing high-quality charter schools. Those schools must show evidence of strong performance and financial responsibility. To campaign 2024 coverage now, Republican Senate candidate Eric Hovde says that he will debate Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin this fall. The Wisconsin Broadcasters Association will host. Hovde's campaign is also trying to get Senator Baldwin to participate in 2 other debates. So far, though, the senator has only confirmed to the 1 debate. That will happen on October 18th. In the November election, disabled Wisconsinites will be able to vote from home electronically. A judge is allowing access for voters who can't read or mark a paper ballot without help to request absentee ballots from local clerks. Voters will then cast their ballots at home on devices that help them read and write without help. Voters will still have to be able to mail their ballots back to clerks, though. Well, Black Men Coalition of Dane County is going to provide some low-income learners with free access to online professional certificate programs. It's a partnership with Cornell University's online learning program. The programs will offer certificates for accounting, business law, STEM, and more. Learners have to have a high school degree or a GED and be a resident of Dane County and have an annual salary of $70,000 or less. Later today, the coalition will hold a news conference about the program on Capitol Square. The city of Beloit has a new neighborhood association program. It's to foster a stronger sense of community. People in Beloit will be able to collaborate with law enforcement and city officials better now about their concerns. The city says that people will also be able to plan and participate in local events, bringing neighbors together. For more information on how to get involved, just head to this story at channel3000.com. Hey, a reminder, folks, we need your help for our community baby shower. It's going on right now. We're partnering up with Babies and Beyond. We're looking for diapers, clothing, and other critical supplies for mothers and those babies. The event runs through Saturday the 29th. You can find a full list of items that are needed and drop-off locations on our website. 6:38 now. Kelly's got a preview of what's coming up in his forecast. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, we have some pesky light rain showers moving through the Madison area. These should clear out over the next couple of hours, and expecting some sun later today. We'll have that first warn forecast coming up.
Hello, hang on. And we're live for Concerts on the Square kicking off tonight in downtown Madison. What you need to know in the 608.
I've heard AI is so easy to use, I had to give it a try for Stanton Optical's newest deal. Create a commercial selling one pair of glasses for $59. Hey, I said a pair of glasses, not a pair wearing glasses. Better, but it needs to pop more. Pop more, not popcorn. Forget it. Maybe using AI to make an ad wasn't my best idea, but you can get the best deal on glasses right now. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Enjoy one of our tasty steak patty sandwiches paired with a $2 medium iced coffee.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Spring Green Art Fair is coming June 29th and 30th to downtown Spring Green. Hundreds of artists from around the nation will be there both days. Don't miss the fun and excitement June 29th and 30th in Spring Green.
A ceiling fan from Madison Lighting? Easy as 1, 2, 3. Measure your room, talk with a fan expert and choose a fan sized for your room. Install. Save now. Madison Lighting makes it easy during the 1, 2, 3 fan sale.
Chevy Truck's advanced camera technology lets you see over, under, through. Up to 8 available cameras and 14 views, so you can focus on the view that really matters. Don't miss a thing. Chevy's got you. Get 1.9% financing on this 2024 Silverado when you finance with GM Financial. Or get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
I'm exhausted and really need help. Shopping for a mattress is just so confusing, and I'm scared I'll choose the wrong one.
Sounds like you've got mattress shopophobia. At Slumberland, we make things easy. Our sleep counselors are here to help guide you to find the best mattress solution. No jargon, just support.
I'd like to sleep on it.
Sure, no pressure here.
No, I'd like to take this home and sleep on it.
Visit Slumberland. Stop stressing and start sleeping. Shop risk-free with our 365-night guarantee.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2024. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Evie & Co. Boutique for Best Clothing Store. Vote for Evie & Co. Boutique and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
When severe weather swept through southern Wisconsin.
This is a tornado emergency.
Including multiple destructive tornadoes. Our team delivered the information to help you be prepared and stay safe before, during, and after the storms. Trust News 3 Now First Warn Weather.
When temperatures rise, water parks make a big splash. But what about days like this?
I'm going beyond the barometer in Wisconsin Dells, showing how the weather impacts the daily operations of the water park capital of the world.
Thursday at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
6:42, we are back taking a look at what is going on in the 608. And gosh, I love days like today because we get to welcome the return of Concerts on the Square. Josh Breider is live downtown giving us a preview of what we can expect this season. Hey, Josh.
Hey, good morning to you, Chris. This morning, we are gearing up for Concerts on the Square, making its return for 2024 later tonight. We're standing under a big tree because we have a couple of raindrops that we're going to clear on out of here so we can enjoy a nice evening on the Square. And we're lucky enough to be joined by Maestro Andrew Sewell this morning. Andrew, good to see you again. Good morning.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. So we are gearing up for a big night, and it's going to be a special one. It always is right here on the Square.
Yeah. Well, we open with Tempo Libre, which is, we came here last year, but we couldn't do it. It was the first time that we'd ever cancelled both concerts because of the wildfires. So we wanted to make it very special. We had a huge crowd getting ready to come. It's a Cuban band from Miami, and it's always a tremendously wonderful concert. When they came in 2012, I hadn't seen so many people there, so we're very excited about that, as well as some music from Mexico and South America, and then the rest of the season is on track. You know, we're very excited about always bringing music to the people of Madison.
You know, there's always something for everyone. We have some video we want to show folks because this is really a party. I always love to see just the grass covered with blankets, covered with families, and it's all about really celebrating what makes this community so great.
It does, and people have their traditions. I know people that say, well, they have their spot, and back in the day when our children were small, we had to come down and put a blanket down at noon, you know, because it would just fill up, and we'd have to sit there for 3 hours until 3 o'clock time you can leave your blanket, and it was kind of a ritual, really. And we called them blanket neighbors, you know, and then you get to know people, and then also there are times that you don't see people any other time of the year except at concerts on the square.
It's a tradition.
And suddenly you feel like you're the best friends, you know.
I love it. So this is also a big year for you, 25 years.
Oh,
How does that
remind me.
feel?
It's gone by so quickly. It really has. It's hard to believe, but it talks about the staying power of what we do here, and it's grown over the years since I've been here. And I mean, since I first got here, it's just continued to grow, and people embrace it. And I think I heard Joe say earlier in one of the broadcasts that it's now become generational. We've got the children and grandchildren of the first concert goers are now bringing their families, and so, you know, it's a great way to introduce new people to the community. Young folk coming in to work at Epic or wherever, you know, in town, the UW, they enjoy this tradition. I mean, it's like going to going down to the Union, for example. There's just so many things, the farmers market, these concerts on the square. It's something that Madison offers, and I think it's really important. It also has an economic impact, and of course there's the music, and this has developed into a special type of program. I call it a Concerts on the Square program. What does that mean? Well, it's mean several pieces that are short within the context of about an hour and a half with a nice intermission. You can go, you see your friends, and then you can go home, and it's truly just a wonderful event, and it really lifts the spirits.
And I don't think people realize just how unique this is for not only here in Wisconsin, the country, but in the entire world. I mean, this is amazing.
It is unusual to have a free concert for so many people that they can come and enjoy music, and that's really important because I think that's sometimes their first touch. It gets people excited. That was my experience as a young fella. I was 8 years old. I went to my first concert, and I just, oh my gosh, I want to do that. And I think that we can never underestimate the power of what music can do for the soul. I mean, it's an expression that is intangible. So, you know, you're having a bad day, you hear a cool piece, oh my gosh, it lifts your spirits, or vice versa, you can celebrate. So,
well, we're going to hear that beautiful music just after 7 o'clock tonight.
Exactly.
You know, good luck on another incredible season.
Do you want to conduct tonight?
Oh, sure. Oh, you're going to, I don't know if you can trust me with that. Maybe sometime, though, I wouldn't mind.
Oh, we have that. You know, there's an auction item that will be at the next concert.
Okay.
For somebody that does that, so.
All right, Maestro Andrew Sewell, thank you so much, and congrats on 25 years here as conductor. We couldn't do it without you.
Well, thank you so much.
News 3 Now is a proud sponsor of Concerts on the Square. You can find everything you need to know up on channel3000.com. Chris Stanford, one of the biggest days of the year, and we're just hours away.
Oh, we're going to have some good weather for it this evening. All right, Josh, I want to see some of those conducting skills. Let's see what you got.
Oh boy, they want to see my conducting skills. I gotta practice. I need my little, what's the little thing that you use?
Baton.
A baton. There we go.
Not a wand.
Not a wand. I mean, sometimes I feel like I can work some magic, but we'll see if we can work some magic on the forecast.
All right. Hey, Josh Breiter, tell everybody there hi for us. We can't wait to see you. Hey, in the meantime, Josh is always looking for inspiration to share in the 608, so reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured. With tonight's events, you should anticipate some traffic delays, too. There's going to be some more traffic through the Isthmus and Capitol Square areas. Delays are going to be significant around Doty and the outer loop as usual. People passing through the area should use John Nolan instead. All right. Kelly Slifka, pesky showers this morning. They're going to be out of here by concerts time, right?
Yeah, I know it looks kind of drippy and dreary this morning, cloudy, but we're going to get rid of all of that going into the afternoon hours. And actually, as we head out for the concerts on the square, yeah, when you're setting up the blanket, it's going to be fairly warm with low 80s. Thankfully, that humidity down, and it will be fairly comfortable as we get towards 7 o'clock, right when the music's starting. And we'll be in the low 70s already by 9 o'clock. So all in all, it's setting up to be pretty nice for concerts on the square. All right, we have had some light showers here right now moving across southern Wisconsin, basically targeting Madison. We are looking at that front that brought that drop in humidity is down to our south. There's actually a secondary front, not only getting rid of the humidity, but also getting rid of some of these clouds and these pesky showers that we've had moving through. Guess what? Madison, once again, kind of a target. See this very light band of showers moving through Dane County. A lot of this is now starting to move out of the Madison area, or at least on the east side of Madison, Monona, headed towards Stoughton, down toward McFarland, seeing some of this light rain as well. Most of this is on the light side, but you can see up there toward Marshall, seeing some light rain. Occasionally you see a little bit more yellows in there. That would be some moderate showers coming down. We will get into some sunshine. Not as warm as it's been, but still very pleasant. Storms do arrive Friday, so we got a couple of dry days, and then it will be cooler and less humid throughout this week. So this band of light showers moving through this morning. I think by 10, 11 o'clock, I think most of these clouds will be out of here. By the noon hour, should be up close to 80. A northerly wind will keep our temperatures in the upper 70s and low 80s today. Now, Friday does not look so great. Now, the timing isn't great because a lot of this rain that's going to be spreading in will be right when we're getting up in the morning hours, then toward the noon hour toward Madison, and looking at scattered showers throughout the afternoon, and will continue right into the evening hours and maybe even into Saturday morning. But I think by Saturday afternoon, we will get into some sunshine. And guess what? We've got wetter than conditions expected than normal across much of the northern tier, right where we don't need it. This will be taking us right into the 4th of July holiday week. Now, as far as temperatures, we're looking at average temperatures while that heat is being suppressed to the south. Of course, with that transition, that's when you get all those rain showers, and that's what we are expecting in the next 6 to 10 days. 71 right now in Madison, 69 in Watertown, 67 in Juneau, 70 in Monroe, and also Janesville. Currently 67 in Sauk City and 68 in Sun Prairie. First warm forecast, 82 today, 76 tomorrow, and we're starting out in the mid-50s, so very comfortable. Open up those windows. There's that chance of showers and thunderstorms Friday. Warms up, nice day Saturday, and then another cold front drops us into the low 70s on Sunday.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. Coming up in the morning sprint, who will benefit from a new housing development in Madison? And we want to wish a happy 3rd birthday to Elena. Happy birthday. Hope you have a great one. We're back after this.
First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
This month, we're looking for 200 homeowners interested in getting a new fence. We're offering up to $1,000 off, plus an upgrade of up to 10 free solar caps. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. Call now or visit the website for your new fence today.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2024. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Above Average Moving for Best Moving Company. Vote for Above Average Moving and all your favorites online today.
The 4th, that special time when we celebrate our independence from phony sales and focus on what really matters, USB ports.
Huh?
USB ports nestled in genuine leather. And a sofa that tends to your needs with cup holders and reading lights. Reading lights that reveal everything except the hidden storage. And most important, power reclining seats and headrests.
This does feel like independence.
It's my annual 4 for the 4th celebration.
Oh my Bob!
Bob's Discount Furniture.
Let's do this.
Introducing Chevy's best lineup of SUVs ever. The rugged, always-ready Trailblazer, the first ever Traverse Z71, and the Chevy Trax, starting at $21,495. When it's your time to shine, Chevy's got you.
Get 1.9% financing on select popular 2024 Chevy SUVs when you finance with GM Financial. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
It's going to be another sizzling hot summer. Don't burn up your money on high energy bills.
Get new energy-efficient windows from Champion.
We have saved 25 to 30% on our energy bill since installing the windows, which blew my mind.
Stay cool and save 35% off new Champion windows. Plus, get an extra $100 off every window. The more you buy, the more you save. Save 35% off your new Champion windows and $100 off every window you buy.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Shop GE Appliances at the Brothers Main July 4th sale.
6:53, time for the morning sprint. Just in, one person facing charges after a high-speed chase in Dodge County. At midnight, the Dodge County Sheriff's Office started chasing a speeding car through the village of Clyman on County Road J. They say speeds got into the triple digits. They were able to deflate the car's tires and arrest the driver. That driver is currently in jail. One person's in the hospital after a car crash in Springfield. Officers were called to an address at Vossen Road that matches Blue Star Dairy Farms at 11:30 last night. We don't know the condition of the person involved. The Dane County Sheriff's Office and Middleton Fire Department responded to the scene. Police are investigating a death in Madison. Bystanders found someone unresponsive near the intersection of Whitney Way and Research Park Boulevard on Monday. Bystanders found the person and began life-saving measures. Police and fire showed up to help as well, but the individual died at the hospital. Today, leaders will break ground on a new income-restricted housing development. The Huxley Yards development will split family and senior housing between two buildings. It will have more than 550 units. This is at the old Hartmeyer site near the former Oscar Mayer site on Huxley and Roth Street. The groundbreaking ceremony is scheduled for 1:30 this afternoon. Today, President Biden will pardon veterans, the military convicted under a law that bans same-sex relations. That will affect about 2,000 people convicted between 1951 and 2013. A pardon does not immediately change a person's discharge status. Veterans who received one will have to apply to have their records changed, though. Ford is recalling more than 550,000 of its pickup trucks. It's because of a transmission malfunction. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the recall covers some F-150 trucks made in 2014. The problem can cause an unwanted shift down to first gear.
All right, coming up on 7 o'clock, we have some pesky light rain showers moving through the Madison area, southern Wisconsin. A lot of that will be breaking up, though. And I think later this morning into the afternoon, we should see quite a bit of sunshine at the noon hour, already up to 80. 82 expected today with mostly sunny skies. We have a northwest wind. That's keeping that humidity low. It's going to be warm, but not too humid. Just have to get rid of the rain showers this morning. Temperatures in the lower 80s today. Very comfortable night tonight as we back off into the 50s tomorrow. Looking at a high of 76. So a couple of dry days for us. Yeah, we have some light rain now, but nothing significant. More significant rains expected on Friday, and this will be affecting us later in the morning throughout the afternoon, maybe even into the evening. Should be clearing up for the weekend.
Yeah, weekend looking pretty good.
Pretty good. Nice. Even kind of cool on Sunday.
All right. Thanks, Kelly. We're back in 30 minutes with an update.